everyone. I'm really tired. Shut up, 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 shut the fuck up. Hey! Shut up!
It's not funny anymore!
I promise that I won't be like that the rest of the time I'm up here. Just for the beginning part. Normally I would not have yelled that loud. But like I said, I'm really tired. I always take a shit before I get on stage. And a few weeks ago I was in the bathroom and this guy comes in and he's like, "It smells like somebody farted in here." I was like, "No, it doesn't. It smells like someone's taking a shit right now." Because I was still on the toilet. I'm not one of the people that's afraid to communicate with people outside the stall. Because I'll let you know. The other day I was hanging out with my mom and my brother, and I don't see my mom a lot because she lives in Atlanta now. So one thing that she loves to ask me every time I see her, because I've never answered her in the affirmative, was, "So is your girlfriend on birth control?" And I always say, "We're trying, you know." And she knows that I'm 22 and that would ruin my life further because I don't have a job now. So she's like, "At least tell me you're using condoms." I was like, "Well, I don't buy condoms." And I pointed at my brother Mark, I was like, I use Mark's condoms when he's done with them. And then I said, "Double the mileage, right, bro?" And then we high five. My brother, like, my younger brother and I found condoms in Mark's room for the first time when I was like 13 and Mark was like 14 or 15. And my mom had just given him the talk, so I assumed that she gave him those condoms. And so we're like, "Hey, Mark, we found these in your room." And he was like, "Oh, those aren't mine. I've never seen those before in my life." And he threw them away. Now, a couple years later, I come into my room, and my younger brother is sitting on my bed. We got bunk beds. He's on top, I'm on bottom, not sexually. And he's watching porn. So there's a vagina on the screen, pardon my language, and then a giant cock going in there, bam. And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing on my bed?" "Watching porn." Because I found it in Mark's room. And I was like, "So?" So I take it to Mark, and I'm like, "Hey man, you know, your business, your room. He said he found it in here, but if it's not yours, we got to get rid of it." And before I could finish, "We got to get rid of it," he snapped it into like 5 pieces. No one's that willing to destroy something if it doesn't belong to them. Because you know that there are no consequences. So now I'm afraid to find out what would happen if I walked in on my brother having sex with a woman. I'd look him in the eye, he'd look me in the eye, and we'd just choke her out. And he'd drag her to the closet. And he'd say, "Want to go to Fuddruckers, bro?" You can't see the label anymore, but I'm drinking a Budweiser. My uncle used to drink Budweiser. Yeah! When he used to be an alcoholic. And he used to be abusive. So now it's fucking weird, isn't it? I don't trust homeless people with cardboard signs and Sharpie markers written, you know, they write the sign with a Sharpie marker, because I don't have a Sharpie marker. So either they're not homeless or they're better with their money than me. And I'm a spiteful guy, which makes me believe that these homeless guys that are actually homeless, they beg for change outside of gas stations on the side of the road, and they set some of that aside for booze, and they set some aside for food, and then they have a Sharpie marker fund. And I can't pay my fucking rent. I went to a concert recently. It was a Bob Dylan concert. It was awesome. There were like 1,000 white people and like 3 black people. So everything went as planned. Without any unexpected troubles. And I'm not saying that black people do cause trouble. I'm saying that white people don't cause trouble. My friend, I invited her out to the show the other night. I invited her out and she said, "I don't know if I can make it. I don't know if I can be out that late. I've got a wedding to go to tomorrow, really early." So what my friend basically said to me was, I don't know if I can come to the show. I've got to sit down for 4 hours tomorrow. She didn't come. This guy recently, I'm gonna do this one really quick. This guy recently, he beat his girlfriend in my apartment. It was awesome. And then we kicked him out, and we're like, hey man, you can't do that. And recently on Facebook, he posted, man, good guys always finish last. And I commented on that status, and I said, man, we both know what you did in my apartment a few months ago. And he never said anything back, but he came back to my apartment very recently. This last joke's gonna end on a lull. Good night.